Hello guys, I told you that I would do a video on the different types of fasting so we can kind of get some more education in the group and maybe shed some light on the different criteria that's out there. And mind you, none of this stuff is clean cut dry. This is all just types of fasting that has been created throughout time. Literally, the first form of fasting was water fasting, and then people started incorporating stuff like bone broth and then adding minerals such as like minerals and electrolytes, potassium, magnesium, sodium. Those are the things that are going to keep your cells healthy. And if you follow Dr. Jason Fung, the ultimate guru when it comes to fasting, in my opinion, he does recommend using some sodium. He does recommend using magnesium. He does recommend having like some bone broth and stuff on hand. So with that being said, the first and most common type of fasting is intermittent fasting. And basically what that is, it's a period of not eating versus eating. So for instance, if you eat your last meal at 8 o'clock at night, you won't actually eat your next meal until 12 o'clock the next day. So it's 16 hours off, 8 hours on. And in that 8 hours that you're eating, you're going to try to consume 2 meals, full calories for the day. I would say between 80 to 100% of what your daily intake would be is what you need to consume. Dr. Berg actually stated whenever you're doing your fasting and stuff like that, it's sometimes very difficult to get that much intake in an 8-hour period. So he was saying if you're doing like an intermittent fast and you want to start out 3 meals at first, and then you can slowly wean yourself into 2 meals if you can do it. I want to say 80 to 100% of your calories need to be consumed in 2 meals. Some people do 3. I don't recommend that. As a new person, I do understand that that might be what you have to do. But during that off period, that means no calories. That means 0 calories. No bulletproof coffee, no ketones, no none of that stuff. That means 16 hours of nothing but black coffee, tea, water. That's it. Nothing else. In your 8-hour window, you can do what you want, but in your off time, fasting. 8-hour window, keep it keto. Have your meals. Try to do the best you can to get your full daily caloric intake in. So that's intermittent fasting. 16 hours off, 8 hours on. If you're going to do OMAD, which is 1 meal a day, you have 23 hours where you don't eat anything. And you have 1 hour to consume at least, I want to say at least 70% of your caloric intake for the day. If you're doing 1 meal a day and you're doing a hard reset, you need to do 23 hours of no calories at all. No calories. I'm saying nothing at all. No bulletproof coffee, no ketone drinks, no none of that stuff. Non-caloric drinks. Some people will say you can have diet sodas. That's up to you because some of that artificial sweetener does actually spike insulin, and that may not be what you want, especially if you're not having any intake. Let's see. Protein Sparring Modified Fast, PMSF. If you guys don't know what that is, a lot of bodybuilders will use it. A lot of people want to go into extreme cuts. People that are trying to lose weight really fast, they'll do stuff like that. And basically what that is, it's 0.8 to 1.2 grams of protein per body pound. And you try to keep it as low fat intake as possible. You'll shed weight really fast, but you're going to be hungry all the time. You're going to probably get some kind of headache. You're going to be really moody. You're going to be in a very, very bad state of mind. And it takes practice to do this. This is actually a small form of what I'm doing right now. I'm not having 0.8 grams of protein per body pound. I'm probably having something like 0.6, maybe not even that. I'm in a severe caloric restriction right now for 5 days, and I'm trying a small version of this to see, and so far it's worked. I already feel better today, and I probably had like 40 grams of, not even, maybe like 30 grams of protein this morning, and then this afternoon I had about 30-40 grams of protein, and then tonight I had about another 30 grams of protein, almost minimal fat, no carbs at all, and I just stay up on my electrolytes and my water. I'm already feeling better, but I am getting kind of a little headache, and I'm kind of getting a little moody and stuff. Now it's around bedtime, and I'm kind of getting edgy. So this is normal, though. That's the symptoms of it. Benefits of it, extremely fast weight loss if you follow the protocol like it's supposed to be done. The risk is you'll get gallbladder stones. If you don't have fat coming into your diet and you're on a high protein diet, you're going to have to use the bile and stuff that's stored in your gallbladder. And if you don't really have a reason to excrete that bile and help break down fat and stuff like that, it may sit there and cause some problems. So you may want to think twice about doing a protein sparring modified fast. It may not be worth it to you unless you're an athlete, you've tried it before, you know you can handle it. Just fast weight loss is basically the only benefit. And the kinds of things that you'll eat when you do this is chicken breast, egg whites, lean meat, like really lean, like 90% lean ground beef and stuff like that. Again, be very careful. It's not, to some people, it's just not worth it. Full fasting, basically electrolytes, if that's what you want to do. Some people are against that. Some people are like the purists, like when